Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Introduction. Man's Search for Meaning is a timeless classic that has profoundly impacted countless lives since its initial publication in 1946. Written by the renowned Austrian psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl, this book is a testament to the human spirit's unbreakable will and the search for purpose amid the most unimaginable adversity. Frankl's work is a unique blend of personal memoir and psychological insight, drawing from his experiences in Nazi concentration camps during World War II. Through his harrowing yet inspiring story, he presents a profound understanding of the human condition and the crucial role that meaning and purpose play in our lives. In this comprehensive review, we will delve into the book chapter by chapter, exploring Frankl's insights and their enduring relevance to our lives today. From the horrors of the concentration camps to the search for meaning in the face of suffering, this review aims to capture the essence of this remarkable work and its profound impact on the human experience. Chapter 1. Experiences in a Concentration Camp. The opening chapter of Man's Search for Meaning takes us on a deeply personal and haunting journey through Frankl's experiences in the Nazi concentration camps. As a Jewish psychiatrist, Frankl was deported to the Theresienstadt ghetto and later transported to the infamous Auschwitz and other camps, where he endured unimaginable suffering and witnessed the brutality of the Nazi regime. Frankl's vivid descriptions of the camp's dehumanizing conditions, the constant threat of death, and the psychological torment faced by the prisoners are both harrowing and profoundly moving. He recounts the daily struggles to maintain hope, dignity, and a sense of purpose in the face of overwhelming adversity, providing a powerful first-hand account of the human capacity for resilience and adaptability. One of the most remarkable aspects of Frankl's narrative is his unwavering focus on the search for meaning, even in the darkest of circumstances. He describes how the prisoners who were able to find a sense of purpose, whether through religious faith, connection with loved ones, or the pursuit of a personal goal, were better equipped to endure the horrors of the camps. Frankl's observations on the psychological impact of the concentration camp experience are both insightful and deeply human. He explores the phenomena of the death of the unfit and the various stages of psychological adaptation that the prisoners underwent, from the initial shock and despair to the eventual development of a coping mechanism for survival. Throughout this chapter, Frankl's voice resonates with a profound wisdom and empathy, inviting the reader to confront the fundamental questions of human existence and the capacity for the human spirit to transcend even the most extreme forms of suffering. Chapter 2. Logotherapy in a Nutshell. In the second chapter, Frankl introduces the reader to the core principles of his therapeutic approach, known as logotherapy. Derived from the Greek word logos, meaning meaning, logotherapy is a form of existential analysis that focuses on the search for meaning as the primary motivational force in human life. Frankl's central premise is that the primary human drive is not the pursuit of pleasure or the avoidance of pain, as proposed by other schools of psychological thought, but rather the search for a meaningful purpose that gives life significance. He argues that it is this quest for meaning that lies at the heart of the human experience and is essential for psychological well-being and personal growth. The chapter delves into the three key principles of logotherapy: the freedom of will, the will to meaning, and the meaning of life. Frankl emphasizes that, even in the face of unavoidable suffering, individuals have the freedom to choose their attitude and response, and to find meaning in their experiences. Chapter 3. The Case for a Tragic Optimism. In the third chapter, Frankl delves deeper into the concept of tragic optimism, a fundamental tenet of logotherapy that emphasizes the ability to find meaning and hope even in the face of inevitable suffering and tragedy. Frankl begins by acknowledging the reality of human suffering, which he sees as an inescapable part of the human condition. He argues that, rather than denying or attempting to avoid this suffering, the path to well-being lies in our ability to confront it with resilience and a sense of purpose. The chapter explores the three main components of tragic optimism: the ability to turn suffering into a human achievement, to derive from guilt the opportunity to change oneself for the better, and to transform a life's fate into a free and responsible decision. Frankl's discussion of turning suffering into a human achievement is particularly poignant, as he draws from his own experiences in the concentration camps. He suggests that by facing our suffering with dignity and by finding meaning in our struggles, we can transform the experience into a testament to the human spirit's indomitable strength. Similarly, Frankl proposes that guilt can be a catalyst for personal growth, as it prompts us to reflect on our actions and make positive changes in our lives. He emphasizes that it is not the absence of guilt, but the responsible acceptance of it that allows for genuine transformation. The final component of tragic optimism, the ability to transform a life's fate into a free and responsible decision, speaks to Frankl's belief in the human capacity for self-determination. Even in the face of unavoidable hardship, he argues, we can choose our attitude and find meaning in our experiences, thereby reclaiming our sense of agency and purpose. Throughout this chapter, Frankl's insights and personal anecdotes serve as a powerful reminder of the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit, and the transformative potential of finding meaning in even the most challenging of circumstances. Chapter 4. The Meaning of Love. In this chapter, Frankl explores the profound and multifaceted nature of love and its role in the search for meaning and fulfillment in life. Frankl begins by acknowledging the universal human need for love, both as a means of finding meaning and as a source of joy and connection. He suggests that love is not only a powerful emotion, but also a fundamental drive that transcends the individual self and connects us to something greater. The chapter delves into the various forms of love, including romantic love, love for one's children, and the love for one's fellow human beings. Frankl emphasizes that each type of love offers unique opportunities for finding meaning and purpose, and that the capacity for love is a testament to the depth and complexity of the human experience. Particularly poignant is Frankl's discussion of the role of love in the concentration camps. He recounts how the prisoners who were able to maintain a connection to their loved ones, whether through memories or the hope of reunion, were better equipped to endure the horrors of the camp and find meaning in their suffering. Frankl also explores the concept of self-transcendence, the idea that true love requires us to move beyond our own individual concerns and connect with something greater than ourselves. He suggests that it is in this act of self-transcendence that we find the deepest and most fulfilling forms of meaning and purpose. The chapter culminates in Frankl's assertion that the meaning of love lies not only in the joy and fulfillment it brings, but also in its power to transform us and our perspective on the world. By opening ourselves to the transformative power of love, he argues, we can find the strength to confront even the most daunting challenges and forge a life of purpose and significance. Chapter 5. The Meaning of Suffering. In this pivotal chapter, Frankl confronts the deeply challenging and often painfully existential question of the meaning of suffering. Drawing from his experiences in the concentration camps, as well as his clinical work with patients, he presents a profound and nuanced exploration of the role of suffering in the human experience. Frankl begins by acknowledging the universality of suffering, asserting that it is an inescapable part of the human condition. However, he argues that the way we respond to and engage with our suffering is what ultimately determines its impact on our lives and our search for meaning. The chapter delves into the various forms of suffering, including physical pain, psychological anguish, and the existential despair that can arise from a sense of meaninglessness. Frankl emphasizes that it is not the suffering itself, but our attitude towards it, that determines its impact on our well-being and personal growth. One of the most compelling aspects of Frankl's discussion is his exploration of the concept of tragic triad, which encompasses the three unavoidable human experiences of pain, guilt, and death. He suggests that by confronting these inevitable realities with courage, dignity, and a search for meaning, we can transform our suffering into a source of personal growth and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Frankl's personal anecdotes from the concentration camps are particularly poignant, as he recounts how prisoners who were able to find meaning in their suffering, whether through religious faith, creative expression, or a sense of purpose, were better equipped to endure the horrors of their circumstances. The chapter culminates in Frankl's assertion that the true meaning of suffering lies not in its avoidance or elimination, but in our ability to rise above it and find purpose and significance even in the face of the most daunting challenges. By embracing our suffering and finding ways to transcend it, he suggests, we can unlock the transformative potential of the human experience and forge a life of deeper meaning and purpose. Chapter 6. The Meaning of Life. In the final chapter of Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl delves into the most fundamental question of human existence, the meaning of life. Drawing from his experiences as a psychiatrist, his time in the concentration camps, and his deeply personal philosophical reflections, he presents a nuanced and thought-provoking exploration of this timeless query. Frankl begins by acknowledging the inherent complexity and subjectivity of the question, recognizing that the meaning of life is not a universal or predetermined concept, but rather something that each individual must discover for themselves. He suggests that the search for meaning is a deeply personal and dynamic process, one that is shaped by our unique circumstances, experiences, and the choices we make. The chapter then explores the various sources of meaning that Frankl has identified through his work. These include the pursuit of creative and productive endeavors, the experience of love and connection, and the resilient attitude we adopt in the face of unavoidable suffering. Frankl emphasizes that the meaning of life is not found in any single activity or pursuit, but rather in the rich tapestry of our experiences and the choices we make to imbue them with significance. One of the most compelling aspects of Frankl's discussion is his exploration of the role of responsibility in the search for meaning. He suggests that the ability to choose our attitude and response to the circumstances of our lives is a fundamental aspect of what it means to be human, and that it is through the exercise of this responsibility that we can find a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The chapter also delves into the concept of self-transcendence, the idea that true meaning is found not in the pursuit of individual desires or the avoidance of personal pain, but in the ability to connect with something larger than ourselves. Frankl argues that it is through this act of self-transcendence that we can unlock the deepest and most enduring forms of meaning and purpose. Ultimately, Frankl's exploration of the meaning of life is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit. He presents a vision of a life well lived, one that is characterized by the courage to confront the unavoidable realities of the human condition, the responsibility to choose our attitude and response, and the capacity to find meaning and purpose even in the face of the most daunting challenges. Conclusion. Man's Search for Meaning is a timeless classic that has profoundly impacted the lives of countless individuals since its initial publication. Through his poignant personal experiences and his deep psychological insights, Viktor Frankl has gifted the world with a profound and enduring exploration of the human condition and the search for meaning that lies at the heart of the human experience. Frankl's work serves as a powerful antidote to the existential vacuum and the sense of meaninglessness that he observed in many of his patients, both before and after his experiences in the concentration camps. By presenting a vision of the human being as a resilient and adaptable being capable of transcending even the most extreme forms of suffering, Frankl offers a profound and inspiring perspective on the human experience. At its core, man's search for meaning is a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the power of the individual to find purpose and significance even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Frankl's insights into the role of meaning, responsibility, and self-transcendence in the pursuit of well-being and personal growth continue to resonate with readers across generations and cultures, serving as a touchstone for all those who seek to live a life of greater purpose and meaning. As we navigate the complexities and challenges of the modern world, Frankl's work stands as a timeless reminder of the profound and essential nature of the search for meaning. Through his deeply personal and profoundly insightful exploration of the human condition, he has left an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of all who encounter his words, inspiring us to confront our own struggles with courage, dignity, and a renewed commitment to the pursuit of a life well lived.